My sentence was 20 years. I have about 13 in. My crime was 3 counts of attempted murder and a carjacking.
This is California State Prison, Solano. Population, 4,500 inmates. We get here right at sunrise. This is when most of the guard staff come in and when the inmates get up.
Usually I'll wake up about 5:30, get up, wash up, they have breakfast.
Louis Bruman has been in prison longer than he's been out.
I was 16 years old. So even thinking like long-term, I didn't necessarily think about the long-term consequences.
He's now 36 years old. He's in for a murder and robbery.
One of the things that I did was I went out and I shot somebody and I robbed him for his money. And it was one of the justifications that I gave was that this person disrespected me.
He's a level 2 inmate. There are no cells, no gun towers. He has what most inmates want: freedom.
In level 4, you would be in a cell setting, and the only time you would be able to get out is when they actually open your door. As opposed to here, I can just walk on out.
There are several dozen other level 2 inmates in his building.
What are we talking here, just a few minutes?
Blaine Bowker is another inmate who's on the bottom floor.
There's definitely stresses that come with living in prison, just like everyday life on the streets. They just look a little different.
Every day, it's the same routine.
Y'all want breakfast?
In the dining hall, it's actually pretty quick. You go on in there, you get your tray. That's your recreational activity. You can go out there, you can work out, you can play handball, they have basketball, you can play tennis.
Monotonous. The days just seem to fade into each other, and sometimes you don't remember if something was a couple days ago or a month ago.
But they can do something about it.
So what we're doing today is going to be the decisional balance portion of the CBI curriculum, so that's where we're going to start.
This is part of the Offender Mentor Certification Program. Once inmates go through the program and finish, they'll be certified drug abuse counselors. California is the first state in the country to have this kind of program. There are 3 in California.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So like we were talking about, the decisional balance sheet, we're going to go ahead and weigh the costs and the benefits of what the problem is we're considering.
I'm shadowing some of the training this afternoon.
If anybody else has ignored some responsibilities with smoking weed or just hanging out with the fellas.
Blaine and Louis are 2 of the 28 inmates in the program who are graduating. All of the inmates had to go through a strict screening process before they're accepted. They look at their education, discipline history, and the amount of time left to serve and how they've acted in prison.
One of the reasons why I wanted to do it, before it even came into the idea with dealing with my family, was because I seen other men who were involved in it, and I seen the benefit that they were getting out of it.
They have to finish a year of coursework, such as law and ethics, pharmacology, and neuroscience before spending 4,000 hours in a prison internship. It's a lot of time, but it's a chance for them to get jobs, good paying jobs.
For me, this is like the biggest achievement of my life. I just graduated college from in here as well, and this is even bigger than that.
For Louis, his drive is more complex. He's learning basic skills he didn't learn in his first 16 years out there.
My mother was lacking in parenting skills. I told myself this is what she wanted. She wanted to see her children actually come to prison or be involved in a particular lifestyle. And the thing that I failed in was not asking her, what would you like? And she may have had a different answer.
Louis's family dynamic has all changed. His mom and brother are in prison too. He has a twin brother who lives in Victorville, who he hasn't seen in years.
For the graduation on the 31st, it's gonna be the first time that I get to see my brother and my niece in 9 years. I could only imagine that he hasn't come and he's my twin brother, so him having to walk out of here without me is probably more hurtful than actually coming up here and just spending time with me.
Louis will be up for parole in 2023. He'll have a college degree that he earned in prison and his certification going through this program when he gets out.
One of the things I'm most excited is the little things, just enjoying the little things in life. Being able to get up, and if I feel hungry for a specific type of food, being able to go out and get it.
Even though the days don't seem to differ from today to last month to last year, time has not stopped out there.
I really don't know what life is going to look like when I get out yet. We're going into a changed world. Many of us are. Before I was incarcerated, they didn't even have iPhones.
This time, they'll get a second chance to live a life they never did outside this fence.
I think of it as being able to live 2 lifestyles in one lifetime, which is great. I don't think everybody gets the opportunity to do that.